Welcome back to the class. Today we start the chapter Force and Pressure. Children, daily at home we do some task. Say some task which you do at home, like closing the door, pulling the bucket, or lifting the object. Okay. So in this case, what is existing on the object? When you push or pull, force is applied there. Force is coming to play over there between the object. Okay, between two objects. If I don't touch this object, can I lift this object? No. Some interaction, I applied some force. That's what I am able to lift. Understood? So what is force? Push or pull of an object is called force. Where and all you can say push is applied. Where? What are the things you go for pushing? For example, closing the door is a kind of push. It is an act of pushing. And say some act of pushing. And closing the door, closing the window, moving the benches. This and all pushing, act of pushing. Now say some act of pulling, drawing the bucket, moving the things towards you. Okay. Here and all what is applied? Force is applied. Understood? So definition of force is push or pull of an object is called force. Okay, what is force? Push or pull. Say some activity of or say some act of push. Closing the door, closing the window, okay, moving the object opposite to you, your direction, and say some act of pulling the bucket towards you, pulling the object towards you, okay, lifting the object. This and all act of pulling. Okay, these all things, what is applied on the object? Force is the quantity, force is applied on the object to lift the things or to close the door, whatever it will be. Understood? Now what is force? It is a push or pull of an object. Next one is formula we are going to study. There is a formula for force. Force equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, what is the formula of force? Force equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, in short, mass we can write with m and acceleration a. Force F equal to ma. M denote for mass of an object, a denote for change in speed. If you apply force, the speed of the object change. Okay, that is change in speed. Is for example, if the ball is rolling 2 meters per second on the floor, if you apply force by giving kick, what they do? Maybe 3 meters per second. Okay, it moves at the rate of this unit. So is there any change? Yes, speed changed. From 2 meters per second to 3 meters per second it changed. So this is called change in acceleration. Okay, this is called change in acceleration. Understood? So by applying force, acceleration change. So force depends on two quantity. One is mass of an object, second acceleration of an object. Now I will tell you one example. I am going to push this wall. Okay, I am applying force. Understood? And I am applying force on this object. Does this object shows any acceleration or changed? The wall changed further? Did the wall change? No. So the force is 0 because mass is there and acceleration is 0. No change in speed or no change in movement. So acceleration is 0. So no force is applied over there. Net force is 0 we say. That we study later. Understood? So force depends upon two quantity, mass and acceleration. From this you can derive the unit of force. We can derive the unit of force. See, look at this. Mass, unit of SI unit of mass is kilogram. SI unit of mass is kilogram. Mass is weighted in kg. And acceleration is meter per second square. Understood? Acceleration is meter per second square. Unit of acceleration is meter per second square. That means change in speed or velocity. Understood? So, this is equal to Newton. Kg into meter per second square equal to Newton. Okay. Now, question may be there. What is 1 Newton? A force act on 1 kg of mass into and accelerated into 1 meter per second square. 1 meter per 1 second square. Then we can say it is 1 Newton. When it is 1 Newton, the force acting on an object with mass 1 kg and accelerated at 1 meter per 1 second square. See here, 1 kg, 1 meter per 1 second square. Okay, this is 1. So kg into meter by second square is Newton. Okay, Newton equal to kg meter per second square. Understood? Next one is quantity. First what we studied? Definition. What is the definition of force? A push or pull of an object is called force. Second one is formula of force is force equal to mass into acceleration. And what is the unit of force? Newton. Understood? Next one is quantity. See, force has quantity, vector or scalar. It is a confusion. But force is a vector quantity. Why? Force is a vector quantity. Okay. What is vector? To say vector quantity, it should have two things in the mind. If an unit is vector, then it should have direction as well as magnitude. What is magnitude? What is magnitude? Magnitude means amount. For example, one of your friend or enemy, he is punching with 5 Newton. 5 Newton force, 5 Newton force, he is applying one punch on this side. The other one is punching with 10 Newton force. Okay. This is 5 Newton. Here 10 Newton force. Which side you will get severe pain? This or this 10 Newton or 5 Newton? 10 Newton force. Because the magnitude of force is more in this direction. So force has magnitude. Magnitude means amount. Okay. And what is direction? You can move the things in this direction. By applying force, you can move this direction or this direction. Force has direction as well magnitude. So force is called vector quantity. Why it is vector? Force has both magnitude as well as direction. Next we move to the interaction. What is the interaction? Force is formed, force is applied when two objects are interacted each other. Suppose I want to lift this object. Two bodies are interacted. One is myself, the other one is this object. If I want to write this, hold this, two objects are interacted. Okay, one is this object, one is my hand. Okay, forces existed to play between the interaction of two bodies. When the two bodies interacted, forces existed to play here. If there is no interaction, no forces applied. It will fall down. Understood? And tug up, for example, one more thing what you can say, to pull the object. If you simply stand, can you pull the object? No. Can you push the object? No. You got to interact with the object. If you interact with the object, there will be existence of force. Understood? That is all. That there is an interaction between the object for the force to exist to play. Understood? Next one is different forces acting on the object. Okay. This is ball. Assume this is a ball. Okay. The ball is resting on the ground. The ball is resting on the floor, on the ground. Do you feel any forces acting in between the object? Yes. There are two forces acting on the object. One is gravitational force, gravitational force pulling the object towards the center of the earth. The other one is perpendicular to this object, surface of the object, perpendicular to the surface of the object, normal force exists. Below gravitational force, above the object, above the surface of the object. Understood? Above the surface of the object. This object surface perpendicular to the surface of the object, one normal force, and below the surface towards the earth there is a gravitational force. Both are in opposite direction, so they cancel each other. Understood? So there is no net force. This is called balanced force. What is this? Balanced. Why it is balanced? It is continued to be rest. It is continued to be at rest. Why? Because it is balanced due to two forces. One is normal force, the other one is gravitational force towards the earth. Understood? So two forces cancel each other. Now they are in opposite direction. So the body continues to be rest. Okay. How do you change? Now net force is 0. Okay. When do you have net force? Apply some kick. Apply some kick on the ball. Okay. With the leg you kick the ball. So what happens? Net force will be there. So the object moves. Understood? What is balanced force? The object continues to be rest due to, what is that? Two forces. One is normal force and the other one is gravitational force. Now there is no net force. Total force is 0. So they are balanced. This is called balanced force. And when do you make it unbalanced force? You give a kick. You apply some force. So it moves. Understood? And one more force acts. If you kick it, this is applied force. Opposite to applied force, one force is acting toward between the surface, that is called friction. Frictional force. Okay? Understood? Now the applied force is more than the frictional force. If the applied force is more than the frictional force, the object moves. Understood? The applied force is more than the frictional force because frictional force acts opposite to the direction of the motion. If you apply this direction, frictional force acts in the opposite direction of the motion. Understood? If the object is moving, frictional force acts opposite direction of the motion of the object. If the applied force is more, the object can be moved. Understood? So, can you say many forces, more than one force act on an object? Yes, more than one forces are acting on an object. I told you gravitational force and opposite to gravitational normal force and applied force, frictional force and air resistive force. Okay, many forces are applied. They can be asked and you have to explain with an example. Understood? Let us move to next. Okay, net force. This I have explained already. One more time I will explain what is net force. You know tug of war game. One game is a tug of war. It is a rope. Some people stand in this direction and some people stand in this direction. They pull the rope in this direction. These people pull that towards their direction. It's a tug of war, you know. They pull the rope, thread, pull the rope. Two direction they will pull in the opposite direction. And imagine this is a rope. This is a thread like rope. And some people are standing, around 15 people are standing this side. Here also 15 people are standing. And here also 15 Newton forces applied. Here also 15 Newton forces applied. What will happen? Net force is 0. Right? This is a rope. And here also many people are pulling the rope. Okay? They are pulling the rope. Here also 50 Newton is applied. And opposite direction also 50 Newton force is applied. Both the side equal forces applied. Magnitude of force is equal. Magnitude of force is equal in opposite direction. So what is the net force? Net force is 0. Okay. Then now tell me the definition of net force. It is the difference between two forces which are existing in opposite direction. That means net force equal to 50 Newton minus 50 Newton. 0. So the net force is 0. So the object will not move. Understood? This is called net force. What is net force? It is a difference between the two forces which are existing opposite direction. Which are existing in opposite direction of an object. Both the side object two types of forces applied. Here one man to here one man to, both are same. There is no net force. Okay. How do you find net force? Subtract these two. Subtract these two forces. Suppose here it is 60 Newton. Will there be any net force? Yes. There is net force acting on this on an object, on this object. How will you find? 60 minus 50. So net force is 10. 10 Newton force is net force of this object. On this object, the total net force is 10 Newton. Now tell me what is net force? It is the difference between two forces which exist in opposite direction on an object. Subtract it both. Understood? Next we move to effect of an force. Now we are going to study an effect of force. What are the things force can do? Okay, effect of force. What are the things force can do? Force can change the shape of an object. Force can change the shape of an object. See, a cloth is there. Can I change a shape? Yes, by applying force I can change a shape. Yes or no? Force can change the shape of an object. Your mummy prepare atta for prepare a roti or whatever it may be. Dough she prepare. We can change the shape by applying force. So force can change the shape of an object. Second, force can change the speed of an object. A ball is moving. The ball is moving. This ball is moving on the floor, on the ground. Can we change the speed of this ball? Yes. By applying force, we can change the speed of a ball. We can change the speed of this ball. You apply force. The ball is moving in this direction. You apply force. Apply force. This is applied force. If you give a kick on the ball, what will happen? The speed of the ball will be increased. Okay. If you apply kick in the same direction of movement of a ball, the speed will be increased. Okay. If you apply opposite direction of the motion of the ball, comparatively not increased but comparatively not increased compared to before stage. Okay. If you apply kick along the movement of an object, the speed will be much increased. Understood? So force can change the shape of an object. Force can change the speed of a moving object. Next, I told you change acceleration. That means changing speed. The same like this, changing speed. Speed, changing speed. That is acceleration. Okay. The next one is change the direction. Can we change the direction by applying force? Yes. The bowler is bowling, you are batting. The bowler is bowling a ball. Can you change the direction of a ball? Yes. By applying force, you can change it. You can apply by hitting like this, you can change the direction of the ball. Yes or no? If you stand like that, you cannot change the direction. If you apply force, you are standing with a bat. Bowler is bowling in the opposite direction. So what you do, by applying force, you can change the direction of the ball. So applying force, it is done. So force can change the direction of an object. Next one is stop object. Can we stop an object by using force? Yes. Bowler is by batting. What they do? They bat. In time, ball will be bounced or some whatever else. One who is standing in the field, they want to catch the ball. If you simply stand, can you catch? No, you got to apply force to hold the ball in your hand. You got to catch the ball, you got to apply some force. If you simply stand, the ball will fall down. So you got to apply force to catch the ball or to stop the ball. You are on the field. Batter is batting the ball. Okay. So the ball bounce or whatever it may be, you are on the field. What do you do to stop the ball? You have to apply force. Then only you can stop the moving ball. Understood? Or the ball is coming on the ground, moving on the ground. You are standing in the opposite direction. By applying force, you can stop the ball. Yes or no? So what are the things you can do? Force can change the shape of an object. Force can change the speed of an object. Force can change a direction. Force can stop an object. Understood? Okay, that's all today. We will see, remaining we will see in next class. Thank you.